Before we start, I want to let you all know that I will be moving within the next 2 weeks for a new job. This will make me unable to put out any new content until I can get my belongings delivered to my new residence. I hope to be back to be making more content soon. If you wish to support the channel, then consider buying me a coffee at coffee.com/combatineffective or joining our Patreon. Links in the description. This move is expensive, so every bit would be appreciated. Also be sure to like and subscribe. Over 70% of my viewers come from non-subscribers. Click that button below and join the ranks. In modern air combat, nothing is more important than being able to see your enemy before they see you. And nothing helps that more than a good radar system. Systems like the American Patriot and the Russian S-400 both have very powerful radars to be able to detect the enemies out at a long distance. However, as good as those systems are, they have some significant disadvantages. Unless they have a tall mast radar or are in an elevated position, then low-flying aircraft have a good chance of sneaking in undetected. But what if you could put a powerful radar onto a jet flying around? I mean, all combat aircraft have radars already, but I mean a really big radar. Well, then you would have something like this. The Russian A50 Airborne Warning and Control System, or AWACS for short. The idea for this is not new. The US has had such aircraft flying around since the 1950s, and many military aircraft watchers are probably familiar with the American E-2 Hawkeye and the E-3 Sentry. These aircraft are vital for early warning of enemy aircraft, but the more powerful the system is, the more of a target it becomes. In the last week, one quadrotor drone was used in an attack on a Russian A50U, one of only 6 that Russia currently has. These are the most modern AWACS that Russia has ever fielded. And another note of significance was that the aircraft attacked was the same one that Russia used over a year ago to open the invasion, flying from the same airfield it was just parked on. Over the course of the last week, 2 videos have emerged showing not only the attack, but also a previous dry run that was attempted, in which the drone landed directly on top of the A50 radome and then flew away, seemingly without being detected by any radar or guards that may have been patrolling. As you can see in the video, it is a clear day with excellent visibility and conditions. Then in the video of the attack, we see that the weather conditions are significantly different. The drone lands on a different spot this time, landing in what many experts feel was the part of the aircraft that handles the satellite communications. Shortly after it lands, the picture goes static, and the video ends, a clear indication that the charge had been detonated. While it is unknown what damage was actually done to the A50U, the damage could be significant to Russian missile attacks against Ukraine. The SATCOM gear allows for accurate for the Russians, targeting and telemetry data for Russian cruise missile attacks via the satellite data link. If this ability was taken out, Russia may have to bring in another A50U, which are in very short supply until this one is repaired. Will Russia leave the A50U in Belarus now that the threat of small drones to the aircraft are clearly apparent? Or will it force Russia to switch to a different airfield that offers more protection? Whatever they decide, the protection around the airbase was clearly lacking for a small drone to be able to threaten a $330 million aircraft so easily. We thank you for watching. Special thanks to Cap and the Grim Reapers and all of the subscribers we now have on YouTube.